I hate to break the fishing news after Chuck, but I'd like to speak about the ice hockey.
Congratulations, you're one of the 13 listeners of the Real Life Podcast.
We just traded a migraine in for like an orgasm.
Might want to mark that down, Chuck.
Yep. All of my projects are on schedule until they're not.
A member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
About as funny as we're going to get today.
That's an old one.
It is, yeah.
How long ago was the Derby with the drama? How long ago?
7 years ago? 7 years ago?
Well, remember though,
Chumgate?
it happened. Chumgate happened.
Chumgate
And years later, we brought it up.
Yeah. It was like
Chumgate was still at Little Brick though.
But that wasn't when it happened. That's just when we started talking.
That
That was
like-
the arguments about it.
That was like right when I started. That was
Chumgate?
like, my first few episodes were Chumgate. I was like, wow, is this podcast always going to be this good?
Oh, yes.
No.
Can you believe that actually, like, Chumgate comes up in the weirdest places where and this is the nerdiest thing I do, but I'm on a group with 8 people who we do the Wordle every day.
Oh, boy.
And one of the people in this Wordle group is the other person that was accused for Chumgate, along with myself.
Sure.
There was 2 of us on that boat.
There's 3 of you.
There was 2.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 2.
There was only 2.
2, yeah. 2, yeah. And then there was a whistleblower, that's right.
Yes, and then there was a whistleblower. But the 2 of us that were the main accusees.
The defendants.
Yeah, we're in this world thing, and a third person that's in the group was also at the Derby, and he got it in 2, showed how he got it in 2, and they were like, just another Chumgate, and we can't live it down, man. It's too much.
I have a...
Once a cheater, always a cheater, but I never cheated. And at the nation party, you know how many people would come up to me and just be like, I know you didn't cheat, man.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah. People still bring it up.
It's because they want you to be nice to them.
You know what we need to do? Is
No,
we need
it's
to
because
go
they
to that-
believe in truth.
There's a company in Korea.
They come and tell me the exact opposite.
Yeah, right.
There's a company in Korea that will recreate disasters with low-grade animation. So like a plane crash, they have like an animation of what happened. Everybody on fire.
Yeah, dude.
We need to
should get
recreate
that.
Chumgate. We need to get like the Zapruder film for like the Kennedy assassination. We need to get like string and recreate lines of sight. You know what I'm saying? Full forensic rebuild.
Oh, yeah.
Forensic audit.
You got to
Love a good conspiracy theory.
recreate it in the.
Gonna need a
Metaverse?
lot of minnows.
Talking about recreating
Just saying.
things, have you guys seen all of this AI generated rap music?
Dude, did you listen to that Jay-Z song?
The Jay-Z one is incredible.
It is wild.
There's an AI, some guy did it where he did a bunch of other rappers' songs, like 4 Drake songs, all in Kanye's voice. And it literally sounds like him.
I listened
It's
to
amazing.
I listened to a country Kanye TikTok playlist.
People are going to not have to make music
It's
anymore.
their new remix. Well, you would, because you need to have enough audio to train the AI to sound like somebody. So like this Jay-Z song, Jay, is crazy, man. It's not just like it can talk in Jay-Z's voice. It can do like cadence and make things rhyme and make it sound fly. Like this song, who was the other person that won Jay-Z song?
I don't know who the other...
For somebody old.
Yeah,
So
I don't remember.
A song that would have had to come out 25 years ago. No one ever was involved. The AI wrote the music. The AI wrote the beat. The AI wrote Jay-Z's verse. and
But
it
did
is
you hear
fire.
the verses don't really make sense? That's the one
But
thing.
the cadence, right?
There's definite rhyming and there's definitely a rap structure to it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything.
But you can see the glimpse of like
Yeah.
the first time you saw like the
What's
Power
that?
Glove for Nintendo. You're like, God damn, I can wear technology on my hand. This is like a pretty far way down a road that is very interesting.
Like, we could be at a point where 15 years from now, it's like, man, new Tupac, and it's just like AI generated.
50 years, man, this is going to happen
I know,
like starting
even.
now.
Yeah.
We're still cranking out Tupac anyway.
The new remix of 2 people you'd never thought you'd hear in the same song together is going to be like a Jay-Z album that never occurred.
What's going to be interesting to see is how artists combat this.
You can't. It's like when they tried to fight Napster.
But how could they embrace it?
Do a remix with yourself.
Yeah, couldn't Jay-Z just make a whole album where he doesn't actually step in a studio?
If you're Jay-Z, you got to...
South Park wrote an album with ChatGPT, or not an album, an episode.
An episode with it, yeah.
Oh, how'd it go?
It was hilarious. It was, and ChatGPT has a writing credit on that episode too. So basically, they just the point of the show was that Stan was using ChatGPT to answer his girlfriend because he doesn't know how to talk to girls.
Okay.
But then ChatGPT got too good at it, and then it fell down the rabbit hole. But the whole episode was written by Trey Parker and ChatGPT, so like doable. I just like, there's no way Jay-Z is just gonna be cool with fake Jay-Z.
No, but you have to
albums.
look at like how a Jay-Z or the big people that would have a simulated album drop make their money now. And like, number one, if there's nothing you can do about it, the worst thing you can do is fight the internet, as we all know, right?
Internet's
If you're
undefeated.
still making good money when you're doing albums or you're doing a show or you're doing a blah, 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 you're best just to let everyone remix your shit. Like back in the day with a bootleg DJ drama mixtape.
Yeah.
You're better just to let the streets embrace you. If they want to make a new Jay-Z album, what are you
It's
gonna
just
do, Jigga
incredible.
Man? You're a shareholder of Square.
But like, what's not like fake? Like what
You can't believe
country?
anything on the internet.
What country just banned like altering your pictures or not having like a mark on your pictures, and basically you could go to like
Brand said you have to give a disclaimer that if you got a filter on.
if you got a filter on, because like you can really alter the way that you look, and if you project a fake,
I think what's going to happen
person.
is it's going to accelerate driving people off technology. Like we talked, remember when we called peak social media? Bag Milk, remember on the show? We weren't wrong. That summer, we're like, man, it's getting really annoying on social media. There's a lot of fucked up stuff happening. Hey, we keep getting banned. Social media is in steep decline. Look at Zuck. He's having to try to cook up a metaverse that ain't nobody buying no orders of, right?
no.
People being on their phones all the time. What's ultimately going to drive you off your phone? Is it like you don't know? You're like, everything's fake. I can't make heads or tails of what the fuck's going on anymore. I'm going to value real life shit again. So you're like, I like going to a concert. I like going to a sporting event because I know it's real because I'm looking at this motherfucker live.
Yeah.
That will make real events be more popular again. Whereas in the last 10 years, people have been happy to kind of withdraw from real life to be on their phones, especially.
So the new SimCity is real life?
Yeah, that's right.
The new metaverse is real life.
Yeah.
Kids will be like, I want to go and play, like not necessarily like little kids, but like I want to go and play in the forest. I want to go play paint gun. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. Paintball.
They want to go do adult laser tag, which I did this weekend.
Was that
Sometimes-
new? Is
Nice.
that why it was adult?
No.
Was everybody fucking?
just adults only?
Oh, I see.
Except
Sometimes
for
you
the
go to an
first
Oilers game expecting Connor McDavid to be suspended, but there he is.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
National news
So
on MSN.com.
Well done
Really?
in throwing out a good April Fool's joke. It had all, but who chose 6 games? That was what made it unbelievable when I saw it.
Coombsy, baby.
I was like, if you would have said 2 or 3, I would have hook, line, and sinkered. But the minute it said 6, I was like,
But it's supposed to be like a good April Fool's joke is one where like if you get hit with it later, you're like, how did I even believe that? I think 6 was like, yeah, they gave him the rest of the regular season. The killer for me, or the kicker for me, was that quote from George Peros that Coombsy wrote, which goes, the hit was a little bit much, and it's important that we set an example. We'd rather not have him on the ice right now if that's the type of game he's going to play. He already has like 50 more points than the next guy, and he's also throwing huge hits. Come on, that's unnecessary.
And then Gary Bettman saying they want LA in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. The Oilers have been playing very well lately, and we respect that. But if these teams want a higher salary cap next season, we're going to need more home playoff dates in places like LA.
it's really well done. And like, I got to admit, it's really well done. It was just the 6, right? When I saw the headline of the 6,
Yeah.
I went, no, not buying
Well,
it.
it's supposed to be kind of like on the fence.
That's why 4 would have been on. Like 4, I would have been like, holy shit. And then I would have delved deep and then been like, okay, I can't even believe. Like when the Scotiabank gives you a call on mortgage day, and you're like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden you realize it's a scam. That is not your mortgage company calling you.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Top 5 most read posts of all time on Oilers.
I got my kids with it, but I used 2 games and they fully believed me.
I was getting texts all day just from random people I know with their group chat sharing the article and be like, can you believe it? They suspended Connor. It was great. I loved it.
So somebody else said it too. Somebody like prominent, like on a real.
Yardbarker aggregated it, and I saw MSN aggregated it, which is funny.
That's funny.
I wonder if I think Biz might have said something about it. Biz and Connor McDavid have a nice little back and forth these days.
Do they?
Yeah. Well, Connor McDavid wears this undershirt under his equipment that has these 2 big Velcro pads right on his shoulder blades. And it was from when he like broke his collarbone like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And Biz was just like, why do you still wear it? And he's like, just because it's working. And Biz is like, well, I thought maybe I could get back in the game if I got one of those shirts. To which McDavid replied, I think you're exactly where you should be right
Is that
now.
what he said?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
boy.
was good. Yeah, it was good. Connor showing a little personality. Hard not to show personality when you got 147 points.
That's a personality type.
He's doing pretty good, yeah. He's having a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should say.
I cashed out on my Connor for heart bet because I believe it was I'm like 2 cents shy of what I would win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm like, I'll take that money now and put on something else.
Yeah.
It was that certain.
Wow.
2 50-goal scorers on our team. Nuge on the precipice of 100 points.
97 points right now.
Knock on wood.
NHL
Draisaitl-
first.
Don't knock on. What does that mean?
I hope he gets there.
Draisaitl's 50th was right in front of me too. It was great.
That was nasty.
Yeah.
NHL
What a
first star of the
snipe.
week, second star of the week, rookie of the month.
Yeah.
First star of the month, second star of the month, rookie of the month, and coaching staff of the month. I didn't even know they did that.
Kate,
didn't know
I'm
that.
sorry. Rookie of the month?
Stuart Skinner got rookie of the month.
He's still considered a rookie this
What do you mean?
year?
He's like 58 games to his career.
I woke up this morning and I put a nice little chunk of money on him winning the Calder this year because I think he's going to do it.
What about what's his nuts?
I-
Berniers?
What's the odds?
Plus 900. Shout out
You think
to our
he
friends
has
at
a chance?
Betway.
You think he has a chance?
I think he's going to win.
who else is
He
in
just
that
said it
race?
was-
That
That's what I
Seattle
should've
guy,
put my money
Berniers
on.
or whatever.
He also just set
Beniers.
a Oilers record for most wins in a month.
In a
Okay,
month, yeah,
look at it
10
like
wins.
this. Matty Beniers has been good. Very good.
He's fizzled out though.
Fizzled out. You could make an argument that the Oilers are not a playoff team if they don't have Stuart Skinner.
Yep.
I don't know.
That makes
How?
sense.
How do you not know?
No,
Like, yes,
no, no, no.
yes, you can make an argument.
That's the humming and the hawing is exactly what an argument is. It's
Yeah.
people on two sides. Now, I think
Oh, John was just explained what arguing is.
if Jack Campbell was our goalie all year, would we have made the playoffs?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Yeah,
bless him.
good point.
Shout out Jack.
Shout out Jack.
Shout out,
How's
Jack.
that back-to-back shutouts?
Look at what we're doing right now.
Back-to-back
Can you
Jack.
guys feel it? It's in the air, man. Sick.
coalescing?
We're finally getting a couple shutouts, things we've been missing all season, which was shocking to me. Couldn't believe we hadn't had a shutout all year.
Aren't we the hottest team since January?
Not
Or
Bo-
January
more than
11th or
Boston?
something?
Since January 1, the only team with the better points percentage is Boston.
Jack, our boy Jack Michaels had a tweet about something saying that like
Yeah.
the
He had a
Bruins
tweet about
for the
something.
first
Always does.
is he all over the place? I don't really follow his Twitter.
No, he's always got tweets about something.
Yeah, tweets about something.
Oh, well, what? I mean, I
John
know
was
that.
painted into a corner.
Oh, I
Fight
see
your
what you're
way
doing.
out.
I see what we're doing
Fight
here.
your way out.
I see what we're doing. For the first 90 games of the NHL season, the Boston Bruins were the hottest team. For the last
90 days.
82 days, the Oilers have been.
Yeah, so if you go and you start at a very specific date, we'll call it needs to be February 28th. If you start at February 28th till now, yes, they are the hottest team in the NHL.
What about January 11th?
Yep.
January 11th? Oh, they're also by 0.001 of a
That's
percentage
all it
point.
takes, bro.
Is goal scoring way up this
We
year?
hot.
Yep.
For us,
It
it is.
feels like it is, yeah. Like you don't normally.
600-point guys, I think.
because they started enforcing the pitch count.
That's a whole thing. But what do you mean
Or timer.
in hockey?
Pitch clock.
Pitch clock.
Oh, what
In hockey
Gretz
terms,
said?
power plays are up a little this year.
Did you see what Gretz said about Kuznetsov's
He doesn't
shootout?
like it.
He doesn't like it.
Why?
He thinks that he says if you can't get to the net in 8 or 9 seconds, you shouldn't be out there doing a penalty shot.
Why'd he do
What?
it real slow?
Oh my gosh. He like gets over the blue line, pushes the puck like 3 feet ahead, slowly
Oh,
gets
just
to
slow.
it, and then stick handles at a glide from pretty much the ring, like between the ring line and the blue line.
work?
To
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah.
He's 3 for 3 doing it.
Sorry, gang. It's like
time.
a granny in basketball.
Yeah,
that
you-
shit makes it go in.
Yeah,
But yeah, Gretz. So I think what's funny is first couple times I saw it, I loved it. Then all of a sudden I found out Gretz didn't like it, and I was like, oh, maybe
Oh, Jesus.
maybe I don't like it
Old
anymore.
man Gretzky, what's he know?
Oh, nothing. It's just
What's wrong? Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
He
There's
didn't
nothing
get
wrong
picked
with
for the shootout in Nagano.
Yeah, that's why he's salty.
Still mad about that 98 oversight?
He would have done the exact same move, guaranteed.
yeah, right.
If he would have known he could score with it, probably.
Oh,
That's
Gretz.
before, but that was back in the day when there wasn't NHL shootouts.
No.
So like no one did penalty shots.
Yeah.
So when you got one,
Gretz
you were
had
like,
lots of
"Fuck,
breakaways, I'm sure,
you're damn right he did.
Yeah.
and it was always a deke right, deke left, slide at 5-hole because those goalies couldn't stand up. Basically,
No, they would fall on their own, wouldn't they?
How many breakaways do you think Warren Fogel's had this year?
Oh,
12,
yeah.
13.
Yeah. Is there? Are you looking at the stat?
No, I did. I don't have it. I
And
was at
is-
the game on Saturday. He got another one.
Does he have? Has he scored on one?
Not that I can remember.
Okay.
My guy would have 25 goals. if
You
he
can
could
pull
figure
up that stat.
Goals.
His breakaways per 60 are through the roof.
No, all I can get is the type of shot. So wrist shot, snap shot, slap shot, backhander. I can't find breakaway.
Oh, I wish you could because I would love to know how many that guy's had this year. He's got the wheels, but
crazy.
the hands are just bricks.
I think he panics.
So what are we looking forward to this week?
The Masters.
The Masters. I was just going to to say the Masters.
Masters.
Tomorrow's
LA.
game is going to be good, but then I think it's
That's
Masters.
a big one.
They play LA again?
Yeah,
Last LA game was spicy.
You know what else was interesting? If we're moving on to other things, Noah Gregor hat trick.
No, Gregor
Yeah.
hat-trick.
I didn't give Gregor a shout out today on that.
Noah
Damn, I meant
Gregor
to.
hat trick.
Oh, you don't even
Saturday
care.
was interesting. It was the first time in NHL history there was 5 shutouts and 5 hat tricks on the same
I
day.
know, April Fools. I was so excited I accidentally put it up as a post, as a story on Oilers Nation. And then 3 hours later I looked, I'm like, oh, that shouldn't be on there. That's of no excitement to Oilers fans. That's a daily face-off story. Follow us.
I'm looking at the schedule right now, and we play the Kings on Tuesday, and we play the Ducks on Wednesday.
Quack.
And then we go to Saturday, and God, I like having a Saturday night game. And of course, what is it? A 2 p.m. matinee,
Hell
which you
yeah.
love.
Hell yeah.
Why do you love it?
I just like having
Because it corresponds with his dinner time. You can have dinner before the game at a proper time.
Yeah, but I like a full day of sports. I can watch the Masters all day, and then I can watch.
Yeah, it
and then
does interfere with
I
the
can take a
Masters.
couple hours off to just glance at the first game on the Hockey Night in Canada. But then you got your night planned. You can have some people over. You can go out and watch it.
See, and for me, it opens up my night. Because now it'll be like, wake
Because
up.
you're so busy. What do you got to do?
It'll wake up, Masters, Blue Jays, nice Oilers, 2 o'clock. Finish up the After Dark show, which will be during the day. And then
Does that mean
boom.
you on Saturday?
Asleep in a coffin by 4 p.m.
Yeah.
in his
That's me and you on
hyperbaric
Saturday.
chamber.
Early
That's me and
after
you.
dark.
Yeah, an early After Dark with Tyler and bagged milk. But I don't know. And then, I don't know, going out to watch a game for me isn't that exciting. I'd rather just go out
Yeah.
and just chill and not be like, I got to tweet about that hooking penalty.
Just don't tweet.
I could also do that. I did do that on Saturday. But I
Hey,
don't know.
but seriously,
I
for
like
work,
Because you were at
though,
adult
your
laser
M-check-
tag.
adult laser tag.
For work though, tweet please. When you're at adult laser tag, I could noticeably sense a hole in the force online. I'm like, something's missing. What the fuck? I'm like, oh yeah, your REM check.
You were playing
Yeah,
laser tag during the game?
Yeah, because
I noticed you weren't tweeting. That's
Yeah.
how obvious it is because you do so much good work.
Thank you. It's my girlfriend's birthday tomorrow. So
Happy birthday, Amber.
So we went out, and it's also my dad's birthday today, and Bag Milk's birthday today. Even though those line up
Hey.
I feel like we just celebrated your birthday.
No,
365
the
days
fake
ago.
birthday he duped me with. You celebrated.
Yeah, we celebrated fake birthday.
So today's real birthday. Oh, happy birthday, buddy.
Congrats.
Thank you.
How we feeling?
Good.
You were in a good mood.
Good.
Yeah, I was went out for dinner last night. Crushed 1 million pounds of sushi. It felt like
Oh, nice.
Where?
wonderful. Went to Mikado in the West End.
Well done.
Lovely.
Good spot.
Had a bunch of beers. Nice pitcher of Sapporo.
They have it on tap?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
like
for
on
them.
tap.
It's
If you
elite.
can get on tap, you go for it.
Yeah,
Remember
we
the,
got a
the
pitcher.
handle is a big samurai sword, right? That's gangsta.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. So
Well, happy birthday, buddy.
thanks, man.
So what do you want for your birthday?
Oilers wins.
Oilers
Huge 100
wins.
points.
New 100 points would be great.
Yep.
That's all we can focus on this
Oilers
week.
win out the rest of the season if I'm being greedy.
Yep.
Win the
I don't
division.
want that.
Okay, well,
I
let's
don't
talk
want
about
that.
that. What do we actually want to happen?
500
Win the
hockey
division.
in.
Play Seattle.
Don't waste any wins.
Win the division, not win the conference.
Not win the conference. I don't want to win the West
You don't, because that's Hellebuck.
or Markstrom. Spooky.
Oh, yeah.
Flames coming on hot.
Oh, geez. They tried
Wait,
to
did
give
they
it
win
away.
last night?
Yeah,
They came back and
Oh,
won.
they came back because I kind of tuned out after it was 2-0 Anaheim, and I just went about my went and watched Succession instead.
Like they like on paper they should make it, but you need Winnipeg to falter, and Winnipeg has been faltering. But
And Nashville
Winnipeg's also
too,
better
that
on
is.
paper.
Yeah. So
yeah.
right now, Calgary's exactly 2 back, and Winnipeg holds the tiebreaker. So it's really like Calgary's 3 points back, but they have a head-to-head game.
That is
that's
tomorrow.
In the next 8 days, we get Calgary versus Winnipeg on Wednesday.
Yeah.
On Saturday, we get Winnipeg Nashville, and then next Monday we get Calgary Nashville.
Yeah,
they all play
those
each other.
are
Okay, so
big,
let's
games.
rank this
Okay.
in the top 5, if we can, teams we don't want to play. The
wanna
number
play-
one team we do
First of
not
all,
want to play
fear no one.
is.
We want
For
to
the
play
record.
all the teams.
We want us to go 5-1 or 1-5. Let's go. The team we least want to play.
LA.
In the first round?
Yeah, LA.
Okay. Team number 2 would be.
What are our options?
I think Winnipeg's my number 2.
Over Vegas?
I would rather play Vegas.
I know we match up well. It's because you got Hellebuck. You can get Hellebucked. Yep.
Number
Vegas
3 would be
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Number 4 would be
Calgary.
Yeah.
They're not even okay. I like it.
And then 5 is Seattle.
Yeah.
Give me the Kraken all day. It's a sweep if it's the Kraken. I know some people might be like, don't say that. You're going to jinx it.
I remember when I thought we were going to sweep a team and then they swept us.
Who?
In the
Winnipeg.
bubble.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most disappointed I had been in a long time.
Because all those
I
were
still
one
get
goal games, if I remember.
We were
PTSD
all
over that.
certain we were going to smush them.
And we
Three
were
straight overtime losses.
Yeah.
we had all this
That was
pent up
tough.
energy from no
Not a
hockey.
fan in
Then
the
we
stands.
finally get it, and we're like, okay.
Not a fan in the joint.
And then 4 fucking terrible hockey games. Well, we're
And
well
that
past
last
that.
game had to go to double overtime or whatever. The hell
Triple.
it did. Triple.
We are well past that, boys. No thinking that's the rear view mirror.
This is
is
how
like
Oilers
what?
fans have developed a thick exoskeleton over their balls region because they've been kicked so many times that your body just evolved.
And 13-1-2 with that comb. I fear no one.
13-2-1.
13-2-1.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
With
Does-
Echo.
Point is, unbelievable. Unreal.
With Bukestad.
Can I
Or-
give you...
In the Nick Bukestad area.
Well,
Nick
Nick
Bukestad.
Bukestad wasn't there for the first one. He's 12.
Dom Lucian, who is the analytics guy at The Athletic, he put out his final player cards, like recapping the season. And for each player, he takes a look at what they're getting paid, and then he assigns what their market value is, like how good they've been this year and how much their performance is
Dude,
worth.
$10 million.
Okay, so there, it's hilarious to go through this.
Hyman, 8.5.
McDavid, he says, he's 12.5. He says he's producing at $20.8 million.
Jesus.
Draisaitl is 15.5. Hyman is 13.9. What? Nuge is 12.1. Evander Kane down at 4.3. Nick Bukestad has is a $4.1 million player. Yamamoto 5.4.
What?
I guess what you can say is good job, Ken.
Do we
Yeah.
have Bukestad for one more year?
No,
on that
he's
deal?
done.
Bravo, Ken.
McLeod he has as a 4 mil. Fogel he has as a 5.2.
Wait, what?
I'm starting to think this model
Okay, this
is broken.
Yeah, this doesn't
He has
sound
Darnell
right.
Nurse as a $9.4 million
I
defenseman.
told
Which
you,
he
give him
is.
a raise.
And Boosh is the one that blew my pants off.
Evan Bouchard's 9.5 million. Ekholm's 11.4 in terms of like the relative value. they
Bouchard
brought.
makes $900,000 and he's playing at a $9 million value in this thing.
Crazy.
I think they'll model
If I was an
it.
agent, I'd be using this model.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe send an old
that
Dom
shit.
Lucian
Come on,
a
this
little
is
bit
from
of-
The Athletic.
some of them Bitcoins on the DL and say, pump up my boy, you know.
Speaking of good value, South Island Pie Company, their market or their cap it. What's how much is a pie? How much does pie go for at South Island Pie Co?
$8?
Less than you
Yeah,
think.
nothing.
Market value there is way up because they're worth it.
Bunch of guys who don't pay for pies is what I'm seeing.
I bought 2 boxes, my guy.
Yeah, I
All right.
normally buy in bulk,
right.
so I'm never going to buy one pie.
Point is, you're getting a good deal, and if you use the promo code Nation20 at South Island Pie Co, either in store or online, you get 20% off. It's banging. Shout out to Jamie, South Island Pie Co. Maybe that'll be your birthday dinner tonight. You were talking about getting something quick. Get a
Maybe.
pie.
Yeah, I got a pie.
Oh, I've got something for you.
Oh, excellent.
Well,
Is it a pie?
I shouldn't say I. Uncle Carrie's got something for you.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
He's a gentleman. He gave me his tickets on Saturday. I was very
I
excited.
got a random text saying, "Oh, are you by this place?" I'm like, "Well, it's in Sherwood Park, so no."
So my personal driver, Liam, is.
Well, Liam is the notable.
Yeah, he's in Sherwood Park.
He's the office Sherwood Park pickup guy. We got some in Sherwood Park Sports Closet.
Yeah. Don't worry. You're the St. Albert branch.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
If it's ever in St. Albert, you're getting the call.
Yeah, fair.
So Liam is a good. Do you say bloke to Englishman?
if they say,
Bloke?
meet me on McKinney Ave,
I don't see why not. Good lad.
Anyways, yeah, good lad.
Good lad.
Well, I'm excited then.
Yeah. So I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? He goes, drink it. I'm like, what? All right. Anyways,
It is booze.
He
oh, it's red wine.
great story about. So Uncle Kerry gave me his tickets for Saturday night's game against the Ducks. Very excited. I took me missus and my brother-in-law and my sister. My missus got her first time ever sitting in the loge, so she had never experienced what it's like to have the waitress come and serve you over and over again.
Yes.
She's like, "Oh, you paid for dinner. I'll grab drinks at the like."
Oh,
I was
dear.
like, "Okay, no problem."
Yeah.
So when the bill
last
showed
words.
up at the end of the night. Wow, sticker shock was hilarious. She goes, "I don't know what happened." I was like, "I know what happened. You just
Convenience
kept them
happened.
coming
You got loged,
Convenience
girl.
happened.
bougie in the loge."
You
First
got
class.
loged.
Happens to all of us.
It does. When you
it's
have to
so
get
nice,
up
though.
and you just see them coming and you're just,
Yep.
I went on
You don't even see them. They're just like, oh, like
They know.
Yeah.
They just bring them.
you underestimate their sneakiness.
No, yeah.
Just bring them.
The sneakiness was underestimated, and it was very, very funny. I had a good hearty chuckle.
Oh, that's great.
It was great.
And that's a good game, too,
It was a great game.
to have them flowing out.
I didn't plan correctly, though. I should have planned better. I threw an old school Nation hat that I loved, but I had to throw it. Had to. Hat trick for 50. Come on. Had to
From
go.
the Loge, too, you would have had got some room there to get that thing.
Get a real
I think
Arcon,
that if
you know?
you're going to an Oilers game now and you are a hat wearer, that it is almost negligible to not have a second one in your shirt, because this team
negligent.
can score hat tricks a lot. It's happening a lot.
Well,
lot.
normally I would do, I just didn't plan. Normally I would bring a Jays hat or something I could easily replace. I just wasn't thinking.
They put the bags in front of the player in the dressing room.
Yeah, for the photo.
Does he get them?
No, they give him to the
He can have them. George LaRock, we interviewed him once. If you want them, you can take them.
Thanks,
took,
George.
He
Give him
took
to
his
Bissell
hat trick
Center. Everyone
hats.
has a cool lid downtown for a while.
You got 2 bags in your basement. What are those? Oh, those are my hat trick hats.
Yeah, George took his. I remember him telling us. I don't know on radio.
How many hat tricks do you think the Oilers have this year?
9.
5.
4.
6.
All wrong. Danced around it. You didn't get it. 7 hatties.
Really?
2 by Connor McDavid, 2 by Leon Draisaitl, 2 by Evander Kane, and the 1 from Zach Hyman.
Man, that's impressive. Kane's got 2 hat tricks. He's barely played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? What was the thing about
He's due. He's due
a
now.
hat trick every 9 games he gets?
Yeah,
or something?
was
he's
something like that,
coming.
Uh-oh.
Like, in the next 4-ish games, slightly before 9, slightly after 9, he is gonna get a hat trick here.
Not if throwing $10 on that might not be a bad idea every game from now on.
Oh.
Now you're in the wheelhouse where it's very
Yeah.
prudent.
I hit a 40-1 baseball parlay yesterday.
Wow. How many
Spicy.
teams?
It was 5 player
How
props.
many ways?
Did you bet in the Milwaukee
5.
Bucks?
No, I did not.
So when you say player props,
Yeah.
are we talking like you're taking hits, stolen bases? What are we
3
looking
of them
at?
were hits, and 2 of them were over 1.5 total bases. So I had 3 guys in the early slate, and it was Vladdy hit his, another guy hit his easily, hit a home run, and then the third guy, Byron Buxton, was at 0. I was damn, parlay's going to die on the third leg. He got an at bat in both the 7th and the 8th, got 2 singles, so he hit his 2 bases. I was oh shit, cool. Need 2 guys on the Padres to come through for me in the 2 o'clock game. First guy, first at bat, strikes out K. Next guy in his first at bat, yard.
Oh, so
Dinger.
you're 4 down now.
4 down now. I'm recording BJN radio with Coombsy, so we're on video. And then I have the game on the little MLB pitch by pitch thing.
Yep.
So I'm okay, ball 1, ball 2, look over, ball in play. Home run. And when I saw it, I should almost pull up the video and post it. I saw it and I was just huge fist bump.
40 way.
Yeah, it was a nice Sunday.
Fuck, is that good?
Yeah.
Are you betting on baseball a lot these days? Because that could get ugly.
He's bets on everything.
Yes, but every day there is something to bet on. Every day.
I think the Jays are a good value spot today. Yes.
So how are the Jays doing right now?
They lost 2 or 3.
They lost 2 or 3 against Cardinals.
Against
So who's the new series against?
Kansas City. Kansas City sucks.
In a lot
Says you.
of preseason predictions, I see them winning the. Is it AL
East.
East?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see it.
With the Red Sox really down there. What the hell's wrong with them these
They're
days?
just junk. They're a very poorly ran organization.
Because Theo Epstein left?
Pretty much.
Who owns them now? Fenway Entertainment Group. Yeah, sorry.
LeBron.
They own the Pens now.
Brown James, yeah.
Penguins
and
in
then the
Liverpool.
team
Is baseball back? The switch, stolen bases, is the switch has absolutely helped with stolen bases. They are
Switch?
the shift in baseball. They've outlawed the shift.
What's the shift?
So if you can picture where a second baseman, a shortstop, and a third base would be, right? So just normally,
I'm intently staring at Chalmers' hands.
you get a right-handed or a left-handed batter up, and all of them would go to the right side of the field. Like almost every single one of them.
Oh, so they could get a grounder quicker, get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, to get them
they
out.
banned that
And
this
they
year.
banned it.
Shift over.
Can't. You need to have one infielder, shortstop and second base need to have need to have both feet on the right side of the base. Yeah. The other thing they did
Is
is
this
they
popular? With among
there was
fans?
big pushback, but I'll tell you this: after the first weekend of games, no one's complaining about it.
No.
And they added the pitch clock, so the pitcher, if there's no one on base, he has 15 seconds between pitches to pitch.
And they are,
nice.
And what
and if
happens
you
if
know,
someone's on base?
It goes up to 20 seconds.
if you're
And then
good,
the batters
like
also have something too. They only get 8 seconds to fuck
They
around
have
with
to
their
be
stuff.
attentive and looking at the pitcher by the 8-second mark. And if they're not, they get a strike. And if the pitcher doesn't throw the ball, they get a ball.
Because the guy there was the first strikeout as a result of that the other day, right?
Yeah, well, Max Scherzer has absolutely mastered this timing. If you haven't seen some of these clips.
Cole Scherzinger?
Yes, Nicole Scherzinger.
From the Pussycat
She's
Dog?
unbelievable arm. You should see it. Just a chooch. She can throw it. But he's basically like, he's standing there ready for so long that when they get in, if they have to like back out, the minute they get back in, he throws the ball. And it's catching people off guard. It's taking them completely out of their rhythm. And he's just like, it's totally exploiting it. It's pretty cool to watch.
So last year, the first 4 games of the Major League Baseball, or first weekend of the Major League Baseball season, games took on average 3 hours and 10 minutes. It's down half an hour per game.
That's a crazy.
Yeah, there's games that were 2 hours and 3 minutes over the
Now,
weekend.
is that going to be bad for baseball? Because think of all the ads they don't get to run now.
But you'll have more eyeballs on it, I think. I think
it's
it's maybe
more entertaining product,
short-term
for sure.
pain, long-term game. Like I was watching the Jays game, and usually you can like have a baseball game on while you're like cleaning the house and you don't miss much. I honestly felt like if I was like getting up kind of doing stuff, I was like, fuck, I'm missing a lot. Because an at-bat
good.
takes like a minute now. It's unreal. It's the best thing they could have done. I'm very happy baseball.
We were
with
like 35 minutes late for the Diamondbacks game when we got there.
Yeah.
They were in the top of the first. And I was like, are you fuck? 2 outs in the top of the first. I was like, we're 35 minutes late. I thought they'd be in like the 3rd inning by now.
You know what my
They were
favorite
not.
baseball game of all time is, your M-check?
The 94 Jays? Joe Carter?
I was actually cheering for the Braves. It was very fun.
Oh, that's
It's
weird.
Cool. I like Fred McGriff. I thought it was cool. Anyways, no.
Crime Dog.
The Fire Dog.
Crime Dog.
Crime Dog.
It was a long time ago. Listen, the best baseball
You
game of
loved
all
him.
time is the last game in the Tom Selleck movie, Mr. Baseball.
Oh, great
That
game.
was a riveting match in the Japanese leagues. I'll tell you. Have you ever seen Mr. Baseball, your M-check?
No, I
You
haven't.
ever been hungover on a Saturday?
Is
Lay on the
Mr.
couch?
Base-
Baseball?
Is
Never
Mr.
watched-
Baseball and Mr. 3000 like the same thing? They
No.
both go to Japan?
Yeah, I think so. One's Bernie
Is
Mac.
Bernie
one's
Mac
Tom-
Mr. 3000?
I have
Yes.
no
Yes,
idea.
that's the same premise. They go to Japan to clean up.
Yeah.
But Tom Selleck in Mr. Baseball learns about love. He learns about himself.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He learns about himself and relating to his new Japanese lady who isn't here for his American bullshit.
And also putting the team before himself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was missing when he left Major League.
Best baseball movie of all time?
Then he goes
Sandlot.
back.
Rookie
Sandlot.
of the year.
No, Rookie of the Year. Harry Rowan-Gardner? Terrible movie.
Bull Durham.
I played
Durham's
Rookie of the
good.
Year for my sons, and they were like, this is just ridiculous.
the
I'm
one
like,
with
yes.
the- with
He
the
breaks
arm
his
sound?
arm.
Hey, he breaks his arm.
That's a sick movie.
God,
I remember,
yes.
I remember
So-
seeing that as a little kid and being like, this is
Oh, it
my
was
favorite
wicked.
movie ever.
And then also the one Little Big League.
Benchwarmers?
The Kid Manager. That's the
Manager.
one I loved even more. That one as a kid.
Angels in the Outfield was cool too, having a little.
God,
kid
there's a
play ball
lot
for
of
you.
baseball movies.
Yeah. What's
pastime.
the one where
League of Their
Kevin
Own is a
Costner
classic?
is
That's a
pitching
classic.
and he's like recounting his life on like his last. Or was it?
Oh, if you build it, they will come.
no,
that's-
no. It's
That's
not,
the best
No,
baseball movie. of
are you
all
thinking
time.
about Tim Robbins? Are you thinking about not Bull Durham? What's the
I'm
movie?
thinking of
The
Dennis
Natural.
Quaid or something.
Oh.
It's him or Kevin Costner. He's pitching and like recounting his life on the mound because he's like a veteran. It's him or Kevin Klein.
Have
Bull
you guys
Durham's a
seen
good one.
Benchwarmers with David Spade? And
For the love of the game.
boy, that
For the love of
movie
the game.
cannot be
Kevin
made
Costner?
these days. There is some very offside
Moneyball.
stuff.
Moneyball's a good baseball movie.
Moneyball's
Kevin
good.
Costner coming into the cornfield?
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
That's the one.
If you have any other good baseball movies that we've forgotten in this segment,
Speaking
throw
of,
them out there.
Bad
'Cause-
News Bears.
Oh, Bad News
yeah,
Bears,
yeah.
classic.
you know what is a
number two,
good
though.
sports movie that is underrated that a lot of people I now found shit on online is Bagger Vance. I loved Bagger Vance.
I've never seen Bagger Vance.
People
if you
hate
can believe
that
that.
movie online. I don't understand why. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's good, but isn't Bagger Vance, isn't he like a mythical person? Doesn't he like walk into the
Yes.
cornfield after and disappear?
Yes. Well,
Is that
spoiler.
spoiler alert?
Well,
Yeah, I guess it is.
It came out
actually.
a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, sorry.
He sees
That's
dead
my-
people?
yeah.
He sees dead people.
Bruce Willis
Yes.
was dead.
Oh, I know.
The entire movie.
Oh, wait. Yes, that was
That
what I
was
meant to
mind
say.
blowing.
That was mind blowing.
That was mind blowing. Spoiler alert.
Didn't even think of it once.
No.
Do you know what movie we were talking about, your own check?
Yeah, and I've never seen it, and now I know I can't watch it because like it'll just be dumb.
What?
It's not dumb.
God.
It's a great
Is it our
movie.
It's
fault
really-
you haven't watched a movie that came out 25 years ago?
It's
or is that
really
your
not
fault?
dumb if
Which
you know
movie?
that.
Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. You should watch it.
Is it worth it though? Now that I know
It
like
is.
the thing.
Yeah. it's
Now
worth
that
it.
you know the
If
Bagger
you
Vance
just like
isn't real,
creepy,
who cares?
creepy
It
things.
barely even appears in Sixth Sense.
Barely.
That's
No,
a
Bagger
lot.
Vance is a good movie, though, man.
Just talking about baseball movies, though, there is a ton of them.
Of course.
oh yeah,
That's
Major
there. And
Leagues.
I've never seen The Natural, and I hear it's unbelievable.
That's Robert Redford or something.
That's Tim
right?
Robbins and Robert Redford. We didn't even talk about the major leagues.
Pull up The Natural. It's not.
A League of Their Own.
League
League of Their Own
great.
is great.
classic.
Major Leagues are good too. Charlie Sheen.
Had a crush on Gina Davis. So that was a
Robert
great one.
Redford, Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley is in a
Wilford
lot of
Brimley
baseball
for
Do you
movies.
know
Quaker
that Gwen
Oats.
Stefani is now older than Wilford Brimley was in the first Cocoon?
What?
Go
Wilford Brimley is like
Google
Jean-Luc
search
Picard.
a picture
Looked
of
old, young.
Richard or Wilford Brimley in Cocoon.
And
He
Gwen
looks
Stefani
like he's
is using
90.
all of Hollywood to keep herself
Oh,
young.
he's supposed to be super old because wasn't he at a senior center?
Yes,
And
that's the Cocoon.
He looked like that for about 45 years.
Yeah, he's like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett was born
I ate
60.
Quaker Oats because of him.
Yeah,
Quaker
and I have
Oats.
diabetes because of him. I elected to. Just like Wilford Brimley. I feel like one day we're going to find out he was a cannibal. And then
Okay, so
he's so scary.
On the
like, his
topic
whole
of sports
countenance.
movies, though,
Yeah.
if you had to say your absolute favorite sports movie
Oh,
in all sports,
I know it.
what would it be? If you know
Rudy,
it, go
man.
first.
Rudy.
Rudy's
The
fucking
first
good,
time I
man.
saw Rudy, man, like
Rudy
the
is
art
good.
that shit takes you on throughout the whole movie when
Yeah.
they put his little ass in the air at the end and say
So I'm going to go off the board here because
Rudy is good.
When I was a kid, I really liked, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but The Program. Do you remember The
oh,
Program?
the program, yeah.
It was about college football.
lying down in the street while the cars
Yeah,
drive by.
Latimer.
Yeah, Latimer was in that, and there was Billy Bob, the center, who kept getting crushed. He was a
big
big
boy.
fat guy.
Oh, Varsity
He's
Blues.
skinny
That's
now.
Varsity
Eh?
Blues.
Oh, no,
Just
wait.
merged two movies.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is Varsity Blue.
Boy, the
Okay,
program's a
trust
good
me though, The Program was good. I remember watching it a lot. Did you guys ever see a movie about rollerblading called The Air?
Yeah, Airborne. With
Airborne.
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
But too
Go
much
find it.
Drano in the fruit punch.
Yeah. And Seth Green. Is that who it is?
It's
Seth
a
Green.
terrible movie, but
It is.
I watched it a million times.
Remember how many times we watched it?
Yeah,
A million,
'cause it was on
like-
TBS all the time.
It was so good.
If they're
Airborne.
gonna roll those movies back in the day, it's like you had no option. You're like, well, this is
Kid from
my afternoon.
California who's
Kid
an
from
inline
California.
skating pro.
Yeah, moves
comes
to
to
Minnesota?
Cincinnati.
Or
Cincinnati. And he lives with his his cousin, Seth Green, and then goes to school.
And helps make Seth
I love
cool.
sports movies.
helps
so
make
we
Seth
could do
Green
this
cool.
all day.
And Jack Black's
Okay, what's your favorite?
I've got a few, like, I don't know if you'll remember this one, Rad, the bike.
The BMX biking one.
BMX one.
Oh, yeah.
I love Rush, the F1 movie
Never heard of her.
Oh, is that with?
with Helmsworth.
Oh,
and-
yeah, the story. That's a cool
Is
one.
that a sport?
It's
driving a
great-
car
You
in a
should watch
circle.
it if you haven't seen it.
Space Jam when we had to defend ourselves against the aliens.
Friday Night Lights,
Friday Night Lights is
great
good.
one. Moneyball's great.
Draft Day. Yeah, that's a
Draft
good one.
Day's good. Moneyball's
Jam 2.
mine, I think. I also, because I like comedies and stuff. So anytime you get one of the Will Ferrell ones, like Semi-Pro, Electric,
Basketball, excellent.
Basketball's good, yeah.
is
Kicking and screaming?
fantastic.
Kicking and Screaming's good.
It's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I also my kids also watch that, and I watched a little bit of it.
Blades of
Surprisingly
Glory?
good.
Blades of
No,
Glory.
Blades of Glory is
Good
great.
movie.
Yep.
My top two are probably Moneyball and Major League, though.
Yeah.
Which one?
The first Major League. Like the OG one. I think it's the only one I've seen. I don't think I've
I'm
seen
in that weird spot right now where I want to watch these old movies with my kids, but I can't remember if they're
Oh, they'd be
acceptable.
risque.
Yeah,
Like, watch-
Major League was a tad risque.
Watch Slapshot with
Slapshot.
2023's filter on.
Do not.
Caddyshack's great.
Sometimes when you watch
Caddyshack
those
is
old movies,
great.
though, it's cool, man, because it's a time capsule.
Yeah.
To like
Oh,
other
yeah.
times. I was watching, I can't remember how I found it, but I was watching like an old cop movie. And they were in a car chase, like 70s, and like these old undercover cop cars, and they're rolling, and they pull over during a chase, run up to a phone booth, phone the cop shop, phone in the clue, hang up, jump back in the car, and take off again after the guy during the chase. 'Cause
Oh,
they
yeah.
get their facts in.
I just rewatched Beverly Hills Cop, and a
Yeah.
big part of the movie is about Eddie Murphy trying to find a payphone.
What a time.
I loved back to my.
That's what's cool about the old movies.
Beverly Hills Cop is a movie I used to watch because of the amount of swearing and the age
yeah.
that I was at. I used to always think I was doing something wrong when I was watching it. I'd be like, I'm not supposed to be watching this.
There's a sex scene,
Caddyshack,
too.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore,
Gilmore.
classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
JR, what's yours? Number one?
Oh man, it's
Draft
so
Day,
hard.
probably.
No, I do love Draft Day. He has a bunch up, so that's what I'm looking. Well, Rockies are great. Invictus. Anyone seen Invictus?
Yeah, that one's good.
One of the new ones.
You guys
that I
said remember the
haven't seen.
Titans a while ago
Remember
that you
the
guys
Titans?
loved that movie.
Yeah,
Still
great
haven't
one.
seen it.
That one, Will Smith, King Richard. I want to see that one. One of the newer sports movies.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the
I
Williams.
never got around to that.
Did he say Will Ferrell?
I said Will Smith.
Smith.
Oh, he did say Will Smith.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch that movie.
You don't like that movie now because of the slap?
Yep. Yeah,
I had
exactly.
a teacher in junior high who every year, I forget what class, it was like health class, you would watch We Are Marshall. Oof. I think just because he like had the DVD and we watched
What's We Are Marshall? Basketball?
That's
No,
the team that
football.
McConaughey.
in the bus crash.
Yeah, team in the bus crash. And it was like, then you had to do a thing on like perseverance and shit. But I shit you not, I watched it every year, grades 7, 8, and 9 in this guy's class, and I had to do the same assignment.
I'm trying to think of some new sports movies that I've seen that have been good. Like that, I Googled it. The Hustle with Adam Sandler. That one's a really good one. Where
I haven't seen it yet.
That's the
Leatherheads?
basketball one.
Yeah, the basketball one. And then the guy signed with the Raptors this year.
Really?
Yeah. Juancho Hernagomez. Fuck, I'm butchering his name. But
Yeah.
When I was in grade 10, your Chuck, in health class, they brought a TV in on a stand, which was very exciting because I'm older than you. So when the TV came out, you knew some shit was
Oh,
going to
you knew the lights were going down, and you had a period coming up.
Most schools did not have cable, so you couldn't watch any like channels. You only got to watch VHS.
Yeah.
But somehow or other in health class, they moved us into the like one room, brought the TV in, and we watched the OJ verdict. That's how
what?
fucking
Whoa.
end of
I don't know
days
why I
the
think-
OJ verdict was.
I swear they did the OJ verdict like, over the PA at school for some reason.
I don't remember that.
I don't know why I have this
it was
memory.
a big deal, man. I mean,
Celebrity
for-
trials are really
Like,
having
Sinbad was
a
that
moment,
genie,
eh?
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's the Mandela effect. Like,
But they would do announcements over the intercom where you could hear things over the intercom.
because there was no other way. I remember vividly. I'm sitting in the hallway at JP High School, and I think it would have been JP, and they announced the verdict. Like, there's no other way for me to get that information because I didn't have
They
a
would
phone.
hold the intercom mic. They'd press the button down, then hold it to the radio so everybody could hear. I remember that.
Do you guys know about
swear they did
this
that.
Gwyneth Paltrow ski accident
I know everything
case?
about it. What do you want to talk about?
This guy is suing her for $300,000 because of a collision they had
they
in
awarded
Idaho
her
like
$1 in
5
costs.
years ago.
Yeah.
And instead of just paying it, which she should have done, she's getting a lot
Why?
of bad press.
But was she wrong?
No, but she can't win in this trial no matter what because the lawyer says
The
to
guy
her,
is a doctor, by the way. Doesn't need the money.
No,
but
he
it's just
claimed he
bad
couldn't
PR,
practice it.
man. Like, whether or not you caused the crash, it doesn't matter. This guy's like suing.
That's why he
she's
has
standing
insurance.
on the stand, and her.
But she's so rich now off Goop, which is a funny sentence, that she doesn't even ask.
But exactly,
It's not going to
but
cost
this-
her shit.
The lawyer asks her,
I think it's a principle.
you know, this was a really
Respect.
expensive vacation. Like, what did you lose because of this? And her answer was, well, I lost a half day of skiing. And I just went, oh my God.
Best.
How unself-aware are you right
The
now?
best. Completely. It's two idiots fighting with each other. They said it was the anti-Johnny Depp trial because nothing interesting happened the entire time.
Johnny Depp, that's a fucking great
Nothing
point.
happened of interest.
I still love that.
Speaking of skiing,
Calling
had
it
a
a
great
grumpy.
week of skiing.
Shout out to our
Oh, yeah.
friends at Tourism Jasper, as Chalmers is about to tell you, it is a great time.
It is a great time. Marmot, always good. Got to go on the school. What is it called again? School. What's the run on the far left?
Oh, home road.
Yeah, something like that, or school road, or
Cool marm.
anything, whatever. I don't remember
By
the
the
names of
parking
stuff, but yeah,
the
we
far
went.
left.
We skied.
Off the Eagle chair?
No, like sorry, if you're looking at the mountain, far right. If you're at the top of the mountain, far left.
Where the parking lots are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where my son went into the trees and kind of went against the rule that I said to him, you come out on the same run you went in off of. He did not. He went through the trees. Awesome. I don't follow through the trees anymore because I'm too big for those things. Can't turn as much as I'd like to. So lost him. But good thing we had a meeting spot. You always
Must
have a
have
meeting spot.
400 centimeter
Muster point.
skis.
Muster point. You got to have muster point. So
Gotta
yeah,
have muster
we went
point.
to Jasper, skied Marmot. Great. But then we did a whole tour. We went and met some friends in Canmore too. Skied Sunshine in Nakiska. Also great. Sun was out. God, it was just the best week, man.
Do a hoodie
Spring
ski?
skiing.
What was the gear?
I saw a hoodie.
I skied in my Nation Network hoodie one full day
Hey, you love it.
because it was so warm. Old Goat's Eye was just loving life.
Goat's Eye's good condition.
So good.
Oh, if it's good,
so
it's
good.
good.
And that's the thing is because it was sunny, there was no wind, and so it wasn't icy. It was perfect. It was just so perfect. The one thing about Sunshine, I have to say, is that it flattens out a lot,
Oh.
and a
Short
lot of different
run,
runs
flat. Short run,
merge. Yeah,
flat.
and a lot of runs merge into it. And I'm telling you right now, I am severely close to watching my son ski right past me and not being able to catch up with him. And so it was fun racing him down the hill. It was a really good time. Dude's getting like serious air, kind of scary. Anyways, so yeah, skiing, spring skiing. Go do it.
He's fearless,
Go to Marmot.
though, still at his
He's
age, right?
fearless.
Still
So
lots of
we went with a
species
friend
left.
too. Okay, and we met him, and his son's like a year younger than my youngest, so he's about 8 years old. He's been skiing for a couple years, but he's still no poles. You know, most of the time in pizza, but can go straight, like can go French fries as they call it. We decided to throw him to the wolves for some stupid reason.
Literally.
Yep. Took him up to the very top on the heated chair. Start going down. You know, we say to him, he's a crazy kid too. We say, just make sure lots of turns. We'll be right behind you, lots of turns. But I want to stay with the kids that are going to go fast, so I stay with the kids that are going to go fast. Yeah. And I'm going pretty fast, and right past me.
Oh, boy.
Right into an orange fence.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
Yard
And
sale?
I hear the whole
Moderate?
chairlift go, oh, and I'm like, oh, no. So I ski over to him. He's laughing. My foot's stuck in the fence. He just couldn't twist it out to get it out. My heart was pounding.
Lucky.
And I was like, buddy, you gotta do more turns, man. Like kids,
Like they said on South
more
Park,
turns.
if you French fry when you're supposed to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time.
You are going to have a bad time. And I was like, I kept just saying to him, don't try to keep up with the older kids. Do not do it. Stay with my younger son. Stay back. It was scary. It was actually kind of scary. But still, spring skiing, go do it.
Unreal.
Yeah, it was so much
Jasper,
fun.
baby.
It's
Jasper,
like
baby.
3 more weeks, I think, at least at Jasper, if
Yeah.
not more.
Could even use our friends at AMA Travel to help plan out the thing. If you need a hotel, whatever, AMA Travel's got you covered. AMAtravel.ca. Some upcoming experiences maybe in the spring for us.
We're in the laboratory, aren't we?
Fun times.
You guys cooking up some stuff?
Speaking
you
of-
mixing some potions?
Speaking of what we cooked up, can we talk about the new playoff teas we have?
Ooh. Time to oil up, baby.
God.
Oil up. I love this. I think this is the best playoff slogan we have ever had in my time with the company. It's sick. Did you see the shirts?
Yeah, oh yeah. I saw Kennedy's on her Instagram. She's putting them out all the different renderings with the color samples. It's
Black and blue or
yeah,
orange
very
and white?
cool. Yeah.
I want to
Kennedy
get.
nailed it.
I'm trying to bug Rick and Maddie. I want to get the white oil up one, but I want them to put it on a hoodie for me because I think that would look cool as hell.
I think on a hoodie would look cool.
It would be amazing
White
on a
hoodies
hoodie.
or
buddy.
commitment.
Yeah,
As
they
much
are.
as I love, I got a DFO rundown hoodie. DFO
White,
hoodie.
yeah.
Even
I've
after
got
you said the things about the goalie tools, they still give a
It's my favorite site. Second favorite site. Then I got an Oilers Nation white hoodie, and I try so hard to keep them clean, and it is very hard.
Yeah.
Black is so much better. Black is so crisp.
But
That
my
Nation
problem-
Network hoodie looks good on a ski hill. I don't mind telling you.
My problem is because I'm on camera every day for that live
Oh,
show.
here we go.
90% of my hoodies are black. I'm just like, I'm in a funk of like, I only ever wear. Someone called me on the chat. I only ever wear black hoodies.
and red.
Yes, and
Maroon.
red.
You missed that one, Chalmers. It was.
I didn't.
Anyways, if you
okay.
want to get your playoff tees now, nationgear.ca, you can find everything there. Get ready to oil up this spring.
So during the playoffs, are we going to be hashtagging oil up?
why not?
Are we going to have Nation oil or
I will be.
you could probably get into some weird spots on Instagram and Twitter with hashtag oil up, but
We're going to get into some weird spots as a city as the Oilers march their way to a Stanley Cup final.
I'm so excited to
oil
put
up.
my
What?
fucking cowboy hat on.
I've never been more confident in a team I cheer for.
Now,
Me neither.
Actually, the
Thank
Bills.
you.
Okay, the Bills
Hold on,
this
let
year.
me
The
make
Bills
fun of
this
them
year.
first.
Okay.
It's not American Thanksgiving unless you're having a nervous breakdown. I sat in these same chairs.
He
and
was
watched
wandering.
That face and that smile, frowning, wringing his hand, saying, I just don't think it's going to
To be
happen.
Don't know
fair.
how they're going to get in.
As Tyler mentioned, he's on TV every day. And he's talking into a
on the
microphone
internet.
every day. So he's going to have these roller coaster wavelengths. Oh, yeah.
ON.
Hashtag ON oil.
ON oil.
ON
up.
oil
There
up.
it is.
ON oil.
It's going to
up.
be beautiful. I can't wait. But yes, he's going to have he's got to have
I
different
think
takes.
part of what, like, you can't
But
do.
this was for no one.
He was genuinely
He was
fresh-
just doing it for us.
scared me. I thought we
was
were making the
pissed too.
playoffs. Second year in a row, he freaked me out.
I
in
have to
American
agree with him.
Thanksgiving.
This is the way in their faces that they are all business when they are scoring hat tricks and they are absolutely dominating teams. The way they look, their body language right now. And I have another
they've
question about
gelled.
body language, but
They've
they
gelled.
look good. Question for you guys: does Draisaitl and Kane like each other?
Yes.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know,
Okay.
but
Seems like a totally responsible
I
thing.
would
Just
like-
right,
no,
though. You might
no,
wanna
no,
give him
no.
a minute.
there is
Let 'em cook.
definite body language signs that show me that they might not get along personally.
I could see it.
And this is number one. If you can find it right now, there was a goal 2 or 3 games ago where Draisaitl takes that pass from Yamo, backhand pass across ice to Kane, and he one-times it.
Yeah.
Beautiful pass. Kane and Draisaitl basically give each other like a small little fist bump. Don't even look at each other.
Counterpoint.
Yes.
I was at the game on Saturday.
Okay.
What's his name? Leveled Draisaitl.
Yes.
First man in, Kane rocked him.
Okay.
Put him out, giving him shots on the
Did
ground.
Draisaitl give him a nice little butt tap on the bench or a head nod?
Also,
No, he got hauled off to the penalty box.
after the hat trick, there was a shot of McDavid, Draisaitl, and Kane on the bench, and they were all like snickering with the training staff and shit.
Was McDavid in between
I
Draisaitl
don't
and
give
Kane?
a fuck. Chalmers, the subdued celebration is 2 guys being like, we are so cool and so fucking good that we don't need to celebrate.
But you know what?
This is why
Storyline
it's
we're paying attention to.
This is why I'm asking the question.
I would
This
argue
is why.
similarly.
You put
Connor
a bunch of
and
alpha
Yessie-
dogs in a room like that, and this shit is not unplausible.
I swear Connor
Like,
did
100%.
not like Yessie the entire time. he was here.
I'm
And
assured
there
of
were
it.
So many times on the bench where Yessie would be like, ruff, 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 and Connor like, mm-mm.
Or when he would go offside and Connor had the puck and he would just like roll his eyes.
Yeah.
Connor doesn't show that kind of emotion.
And then Jesse leaves, and Connor makes a big Instagram post, which he never does, wasn't even
Oh, that's
sponsored.
a look at
and
me,
was like,
Louis. That's just a.
Yessie.
Wasn't even sponsored.
It wasn't an Adidas post.
I feel like you need to say that when you're talking about a McDavid.
You know what
social media.
I did? I've
Stay
realized
loud, oil country. That's what you told us today.
on Instagram I followed
ready.
somebody who I love very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I followed you for years.
Thanks.
And after a week of
I'm
following
off and
them, I hate them. I hate them now.
Ooh.
Mark
Madonna?
Wahlberg.
Oh,
I loved Mark Wahlberg. I love the 4 a.m. Club. I love everything he stands for. I followed him for 1 week. 1 week. He is trying to sell me something at every second of it. He doesn't have a genuine moment online, on Instagram. It is painful. I just want to see you be cool, Mark Wahlberg. And I didn't get it once.
He's got to push burgers, man.
No, and this
selling?
clothing line of his, that is just, it's constant, man. Like it's, and so I would go look at the comments on his stuff. Always selling bro sad, like hashtag sad, hashtag always getting sold to. It's so evident. Like just be yourself for like 5 minutes, man.
if you think Mark Wahlberg reads his Instagram comments,
Yeah.
in
Or
between-
even knows how to log into his own account.
I would have bought, I think it's called Principal. I would have bought a sweater.
on
Municipal.
principle,
Municipal.
Municipal. I'm
They
looking
are,
at it.
it's nice stuff.
after hating on him for shilling it, you're going to buy some.
Never. No, I would have. If he would have just
How would you
had
have known about it,
an
though?
organic moment where I saw, how would I have known about it?
If you weren't,
Just be normal. Just anyway, everybody.
Yeah.
Follow him for, don't like, I just hate when that happens.
God, I hope people aren't getting like that when it comes to this podcast, a Noodle, which you can now head to if you want an Oilers Nation sticker. 14 locations in Edmonton. Check
been
them out.
pumping that.
Noodle.
And
Yep.
I had the nicest experience with the fellow that I interacted with at the Airdrie Noodle. When I was coming back home through Calgary, I stopped at Airdrie. I wanted to see the Oodle Noodle. So I got us all
thank you.
dinner. Oh, it was great. The dude, I called him first of all because I wanted to order it. I wanted to kind of be ready because we were, and he's just like, "This is an Edmonton number. You know you're calling Airdrie, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, okay, man, just making sure." And then when I got there, he was just like, "You know what happens sometimes," and we just like talked. And he's was like the nicest guy in the world. And he was just, "Anything else you need? Anything else? What do you think?" All right. And I was like,
Follow up. What'd you get?
2 kids meals, one with thin noodles, one with fat noodles. My wife got the Kung Pao, and I, like always, got the Tokyo Glaze with
Oh,
thin
legit.
noodles.
Ooh, I like it.
substitution. I like
thin.
that.
I don't know. I love, like, the fat noodles are great. They're just not my thing.
It's intimidating. I get
It's
it.
I just like they are. I like the I like the skinny ones.
feel
So,
less-
So that gentleman's that's Alejandro. That's the
oh, is
franchisee.
he okay? So I didn't know, and I wasn't like, and
No,
I,
that's fine.
I wasn't gonna be like, "Hey, no jam." So I was just
air
like,
guitar
"This
for a
guy's
minute.
awesome." I don't know if he's like, "Okay, cool, yeah, no, he's wicked."
He's a funny cat.
Yeah, dude, he was cool, and it was and like cool location right on First Street.
It's like First and Main.
First and Main. It's like, yeah, it is hilarious. But anyways, I want to say that I went there.
Alejandro like the Lady Gaga song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shakira song. Yeah, Shakira has a song called Alejandro.
Okay,
That's
not the
Lady
one I'm
Gaga.
thinking of. Play-o.
Search it.
I will.
Shakira.
Is Billy
So
Bob
probably-
in
Chalmers, don't do
the
this to
program?
yourself. Chalmers,
good point.
don't challenge me on Lady Gaga trivia. You're gonna lose.
He's merging stories today.
Yeah.
You guys can all apologize when you see a
she does.
Shakira song
No,
called
she-
Alejandro.
Shakira does not have a song called Alejandro.
Checkmate.
She did a song with someone named Alejandro.
That's not what he's thinking.
Oh, that is
I
what
know
you
that
think.
song.
It's a good
in
song, too.
Spanish.
Yeah, but that's not what you're thinking.
But you're
of.
talking about Alejandro.
Yeah, this song is...
See, that's how they played the OJ verdict to Jay at school. That was the intercom.
What is that song called? I used to love
do
that
it.
song.
You can do it. You
It's
just hold
called
the
La
speaker.
Tortuga.
La Tortuga.
That's not what you were thinking
It
about.
means tortilla.
Oh my god.
It is that song.
Oh, fuck you, Charles.
La Tortilla
You're
means
telling
tortilla.
me,
I
Chalmers,
think tortilla means
that
tortilla.
song springs to mind when you hear the name Alejandro, not the Lady Gaga song.
when I worked for my father. That's not the song I was thinking
Oh,
about.
it's
No,
the
you're
one.
full of shit.
No, it's not.
You're
No.
wrong.
It's
That's
a song
an
with
anthem.
Alejandro.
That's not a song. That's the anthem
When
for
I
a
used to work
generation.
for my father, I used to be in those houses all the time with my earphones on, and I used to listen to that Shakira song
La
with
Tortuga.
Alejandro. I
I
promise.
feel it's like featuring Alejandro.
Yeah, it
it
probably
is.
is.
I think you're remembering like an episode of One Tree Hill.
No, all I
think
did
you're
was
remembering your own life
all
right
I did
now.
was
I think you're
misremember
like-
that the song wasn't called Alejandro, but it featured Alejandro.
I just can't see.
And I used to remember thinking to
Chalmers,
myself, a J in that
As the
word?
voice of reason, you never even worked for your father.
No.
Okay, every
We know.
part of your story is wrong, including the memory of working for your dad.
It was an anthem.
It was an anthem.
Please stand for the singing of our national anthem. That fucking TikTok trend still gets me. Not that anyone here would get that.
Well, if it's not about Wiz, I don't care, right?
R.I.P. the Wizard.
Listen to him. It gets a giggle out of him every time. It's all he cares
Someone
about.
says piss, I'm gone. I'm sent.
So
Set.
my excitement is at an all-time high right now because this is Masters Week, and I still love this post that I see where it's one girl tweeting out, I don't even know what men want anymore. And then the next person replies, they want Tiger Woods to win another major. And it's like the funniest shit in the world because
he playing?
it's so true.
Oh, yeah.
And dude, do you know who he's paired with on Tuesday?
Patrick Harrington?
No, Bryson and Phil, I think.
Yeah, Bryson plus 170 to miss the cut.
Lock?
Locke?
Is he a live guy now?
Yeah.
Bryson?
Oh, yeah. And
So what do we think's going to happen this week?
Greg Norman says that if a live player is set to win the Masters, that all 17 players from the live tour that are playing in the Masters will meet him on the green
Oh, shut
to
up.
congratulate him.
Shut up, Greg
And
Norman.
I was like,
He's the shark.
I
Well,
tried.
Dustin Johnson and Cam Smith will have a chance.
Saturday was a pretty lame day on TV for like midday sports, so I went to the WB and I watched a little bit of the Orlando Live event. It's not good, man.
It's a terrible
It's
product.
terrible. And like David Faraday
Can you
makes
explain
it.
for those of us that don't watch golf regularly?
What's that? What's different about it?
Yeah, why is it bad?
So the production is just not great. Now the format, I don't understand what's happening. Really, I don't know why I get so hung up in the fact that it looks weird that they're wearing shorts. It just does.
You're a purist.
Doesn't look professional at all. The commentary is just David Faraday and then another guy. And,
David Faraday's at Live?
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's why. No, he's not funny. He wasn't funny at all.
Good walk spoiled.
There was nothing funny about it.
That's John
But
Fenstein. Never mind.
I looked at the leaderboard and there was like Brooks Koepka up at the top with 4 guys I've never cared about, 2 guys I've never heard of.
And the final score was Abu Dhabi to Qatar.
Yes, and it was just like I don't get it, man. I don't get
What's
it. Are
to
the
get?
Aces going to
We're
win
cleaning
this?
up a regime. What do you need to know? You love golf? Hail
I
to
am
the-
so excited.
Hail to the Emir.
I'm so excited for this Masters. Last year, I was like listening to the Masters on my phone, just like when Tiger Woods teed off.
So I have a
on the
question.
Thursday and the Friday.
Why are live golfers playing in a PGA event, or is it not a PGA
The
event?
Masters
non-PGA.
is not a PGA tour.
USGA, PGA, all
The
the
Masters
majors.
isn't PGA?
None of the except for the PGA.
They're their own
Championship,
thing.
None of them are.
The Masters is its
I didn't
own
know that.
thing.
So like the British Open.
Actually, I think the PGA is still a USGA. No, that's US Open. British Open is the Royal and Ancient.
So you can be a non-PGA card holder and still go play.
There's always 1 or 2. Somebody's going to play in the Masters this year if there's an uneven amount of players, remember? And he's just a member at Augusta who gets to play. He's like the fill-in. Because you need to have a twosome. And so they put this random dude to go play with him, and he plays well. He's like beating people. He beat Mike Weir once.
Same guy every year?
Same guy every year.
He beat Mike Weir? Oh, weird.
And like same thing in
That's just like his hometown court or whatever.
yeah. So in the US Open, you can win like the tour, like club pros.
Yeah, there's a mass
one's
qualifying
in the
to
field,
the U.S. Open.
Yeah, and you get to play in it if you win that. And so you're just like you're at this golf course in Missouri, and if you win that thing, you get to go play the U.S. Open with all these
There's
pros.
like, each one has like so many spots up for grabs in the tournament.
Yeah.
So like PGA card carrying pros will have to go to those qualifying tournaments if they didn't get like if they didn't qualify through winning or whatever the U.S.
That's
Open
what Joe Damon did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like really, I'd like to see Tiger Woods do well. I'd like to see the live guys all do bad.
Who are we betting on? I refuse to bet on Scotty Scheffler.
So there's a big thing that this is like the white whale tournament for Rory McIlroy. He's pissed a couple away.
Yeah.
It's the last one in his Grand Slam. And
The
Rory
he's
Slam?
playing,
He's been playing pretty good.
and he's been playing unbelievable. He obviously has the relationship with the live guys where he's kind of been the face of the PGA Tour since the live players left. He's kind of taken up the mantle to be the one that criticizes them and, rebutes what they say. So he's, it would be a big deal if he won for the PGA Tour.
He's in my DK.
It would be a huge deal if he won.
He's in my DK.
But then there's like Scotty Scheffler is just the most amazing golfer in the world right now. Seems unflappable. I think he's returning champ. So
Yeah, and he torched it last year. Like it
Yep.
wasn't even.
It was a runaway.
thing. My one guy, Jay, I like Corey Connors. He's coming off a win at Valero.
he just won this weekend.
He's in my DK.
Last 3 Masters, he has gone T6, T8, T10.
He's due.
You can get him plus 250 to come T10 again.
Canadians are having a
that's
moment.
juicy.
Canadians are having a moment on tour.
Mac Hughes missed the
5
cut
of
last
them.
year, so I don't hate it. It is, man, it's a great time to be a Canadian golf fan right now. But it's tough. Like, I think what I might have to do is with Scotty Scheffler, you can get these things like 2 ways where you can get Scheffler and another guy to win. So like Scheffler and Rory plus 500. One of them's got to win for you to win that bet. I just feel like Scheffler last year, after he ripped that course apart, he finished 10 under. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like you gotta ride with Scheffler in some way.
Do you want to hear
feel
some,
like an idiot?
Do you want to hear some Masters conspiracy theories?
Sure.
They put a chemical in Rae's Creek to make it shine. They put something in it.
To make it sparkle.
It's normally
like you're in
always
heaven?
brown and dirty, and they put something in it to clean it for the weekend.
Yes.
The azaleas, because of the unnatural
Hand dryers?
No, it's been unnaturally warm down in Georgia, so they have had them wrapped in tarps with cold air on them. I
believe it.
So that they didn't bloom yet because they were like starting to they were on their way to be blooming like this weekend. Like last weekend that just
One
passed.
year when we were kids, the reason why I believe this, I remember on the news watching, and they had to get all these extension cords because it was cold and the flowers hadn't opened. And they hired a bunch of Georgians to go with hair dryers and open up all the flowers.
Yeah. Because what's Masters Road without the azaleas in bloom?
CBS pipes in the bird noise.
CBS pipes and the bird noise.
What else?
That's a real thing. They spray paint some of the course.
Oh, really? Those bird noises are fake?
Jack Nicklaus has been dead for 70 years.
I don't remember what the percentage is, but I saw some TikTok of a guy being like X% of the grass is spray painted before the weekend.
So a bird, I don't know what these guys are, but a bird specialist, I don't know the scientific name for them.
Birdman?
He listened to the birds chirping and said that half of the birds that he could hear in there are not even native to like North America.
For heaven's sake.
Oh, but goddamn, this is going to be a good week.
But is it going to be good?
I'm going to have my favorite thing ever is like, this is honestly my favorite sports weekend of the year.
Mine
I'm
too.
not even kidding. You get all your bets in.
not Super Bowl.
And then you do the Masters app. You can pick your players. So then all day, you just on my iPad, I'll have every shot of every player I'm watching. Oh, come on. Let's go.
All right, so wouldn't you be mad
Bless
there's
your
a 2
little
p.m.
heart.
Oiler game sandwiched into this on Saturday on moving day?
You would think.
That's fine. Again, I don't even
run
watch
9
it.
TVs.
I don't even watch it. I do have 9 TVs. I don't even watch the Masters on TV. I'm just like a kid with his iPad 24/7.
I just imagine you in your studio surrounded
That
by
just doesn't make
36-inch
any
TVs
sense.
and you're in a chair like that and you're just spinning the entire day.
Who does
spin?
Who does Amber think is going to win?
Well, remember last year what she did?
won a bunch of money.
She did a $3 DraftKings and turned it into $1,000 US.
I do remember
so
that.
So she probably is the person to ask for some betting advice this weekend.
Let's have her
by
on
the way-
Thursday for our Masters breakdown.
Somebody who studies
Oh, but we'll have
bird.
to have our bets in by then.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to keep this in your pocket, Chalmers. Somebody who
Okay.
studies birds is an ornithologist.
Ooh.
Yeah.
An orthodontist. You heard it here.
I did. Ornithologist.
There you go. Word of the day.
All right. Well, I think we're good.
You feel good?
I feel good about this podcast, guys.
Are you?
I think we're
I
starting
feel
to-
good about this time of year.
That's just one solid block of green. Eh?
I don't think we had a pause once just looking at the audio lines in front of us.
Good. It is solid.
Yep.
Healthy.
Forgot to insert an ad at some point.
Who do you need me to do an ad for right now?
Oodle noodle. Read it. Go.
No, we already did. We did all of our spoken ad reads.
Have you ever had anything other than Oodle Noodle? It sucks. And you don't want to eat it anymore, and it's not healthy for you.
I was in tears yesterday with the meme you guys posted of the "Are you still carrying pizza in your pockets? Save on laundry." I like stood up.
Thank you.
Was laughing so hard. Went to the other room because I was like, Amber can't go another second of her day without seeing this post.
There we go.
It was so funny.
Thank you.
Hey, are we still cashing a lot of those sports picks? The ones that you... Oh, do we not talk about this?
We don't usually talk about that on here.
Oh.
You can talk.
The ones, the sportspicks.ai.
Yeah.
The ones that you do the voiceover for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you cashing those things?
We were on a
I
heater.
listen to 'em every day.
This week's been a little slow. Last week was good though.
You listen, Chalmers?
Yeah, and then I go back and see if they cashed.
They do.
Me too.
I know. I'm like trying to get a...
Cruising over 60% right.
That's pretty good, because isn't normal betting like 50...
55%
50...
Yeah, 60% if you follow all three plays. Just the one is a little bit lower than that.
Yeah.
Did the Brewers win for us yesterday, Wanye?
It's so bizarre. It's like, oh, the Milwaukee Brewers
did.
are going to be. I'm like, really?
Brew Crew as dogs. Model nailed it. Hello. Hot dog.
Dogs, that's juicy.
Baseball is an extremely difficult sport to handicap.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Especially
spent-
this early in the season.
I've spent the last
you're
like
me.
6 weeks helping really smart people try to like improve the sports picks algorithm and like look at how it draws in data and all this kind of shit and like the variables. Baseball is just crazy how different it is than like basketball or soccer or football, where it's like a finite number of people playing each other. Baseball, just all the different combinations and shit, the pitchers and batters. Pitcher removing himself from the game changes everything, right? Whereas
Oh, yeah.
hockey or football or basketball is pretty much a static lineup. It's
It-
crazy.
It's
We
kind
do
of
our
sad.
best, but when we see the Brew Crew,
Yeah, if
Do you know that, speaking of betting, just Connor was minus 106 for over 2.5 points on Saturday.
I know.
We're going to look back on this in a few
Did he
years
hit
and be
it?
like, what? Yes.
Did he?
Did he?
I don't think he did. I think he got 2.
He got 2, I think.
But like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's the only bet was minus 3.5. Like,
how many games has he been shut out this season?
I can tell
It's
you
like
that.
7 or something
5,
like that.
So it's actually pretty ridiculous when you look. So he has been held pointless in 7 games this year, but he has had 10 games of 4+ points. He's had more 4+ point games than 0-point games.
We are watching. We are in the midst of
Yeah.
a moment, boys.
You know what's
History.
weird? Here's a weird thing about humanity.
Just
When
like
we
Canadian
were
soccer
sucking-
history. What?
Sorry, when we were sucking, and we were trying to convince ourselves that Penner was going to score 30 goals, or we were trying to convince ourselves that Petrie was a 1, we bitch way more than we praise. Like that same group of people you would think now would be like deliriously happy running through traffic and waving their hands and being pumped. So many of them are just like mad at Darnell Nurse.
Even though he's making he's playing like a $9.4 million defenseman.
Yeah.
Makes you think.
which, well, with that model is kind of damning because it's got.
Be happy,
everyone
people.
at
We're going to be
25 million.
remembered.
Everybody
these
is,
seasons.
way higher, and he's right where he should be, which means he should be getting paid like 6.
No.
Ken Holland masterclass.
Who cares? I'm happy with the Darnell Nurse that is on the ice right now.
Yep. Connor McDavid, in those games where he was held pointless, in none of them was he held without a shot. So he's gotten at least a shot. He's gotten at least one shot on goal in every game this year,
What's our
except
record
one.
when he's scoreless?
I don't think
Probably
I
not
can get
great.
that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
February 12th against Montreal, we lost that. December 31 against Winnipeg, lost that. A bunch
2?
of other games I don't remember. So,
We're 0-7.
sure. All right. Well, that's going to be a wrap on this week's edition of the pod. We'll be back on Thursday when I'll be half checked out because because I'm watching the Masters.
Go Milwaukee Brewers.
You just said you don't even watch it. You're just going to be looking at your iPad, you mean?
Yeah. I watch it on my iPad.
You said you don't even watch it. You said you're like a child with your
TV. I just because on the Masters.
iPad is TV. If you've got the TV on your iPad, it's TV.
Okay, sorry, Chalmers. We're done.
Go Brewers.